think I'm always drinking something in every video.
Well, it's pretty warm today.
Yep. We successfully turned the boat around again.
We've done it out in circles.
It only took 2 tries. We only lost the, what do you call that?
Boat hook?
The boat hook once in the water.
Almost lost Orion.
Sam?
What?
You come grab this tang. You're on that side of it.
Somebody want to come to us?
You sit on the stairs and tip it that way. You set that on the stair right there. Okay, you got that in? Okay, watch your feet, hand, Ryan. Okay, you gotta go back this way with it. Otherwise that point's gonna be in the thing.
Watch out, girls. Oh, geez, Ryan. This is what we have giants for.
Oh no, you're an iPad. I'm gonna sketch them correct.
Oh, to be young again. Having Ryan's help this week has been really awesome. This is why we turned the boat around. Well, we could have figured out how to install the anchor while facing the other way. Why make this harder than it needs to be?
Do we want to just tie this off for a minute? Hang on to that. Is this the Mantus approved way of putting this on? Holy crud. It doesn't look as big on the front of the boat. Now that it's there, it looks like, well, that's just a standard wimpy old anchor.
Having the shade is nice, but crawling under here is something. Looks like it basically closes. So what, now you mouse through that?
Yeah, now you're supposed to mouse through that. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I haven't researched it, but I will research it at one point. So this might be temporary. It might be permanent. So I know I got to go around it, through it, you know.
Now it goes back through again, right?
Yeah.
A couple times?
Yeah.
Mousing prevents the nut from working itself loose over time with use.
Fold that over. All right. So
Well, we did it. The anchor is now attached.
I need you to move. That's nice. I like that. Probably should have ran our wire over the top for our electrical boat. That works. I can go undo the strap.
See if it falls off.
Yeah, if it falls off, well, at least we have a chain hook to it.
Well, it's currently staying put.
It's not gonna go anywhere. So one of the things I'm having made at some point, this roller right here, and I'm gonna have one of those made out of Delrin, which is a high-tech plastic material, really tough and strong. But that roller will be cut to fit the anchor shank and the 3/8 BBB chain. So it fits better and it won't rock as much like this because it'll have higher sides. I'll move the boat backwards, or I think it's probably okay where it is.
All right, dearest.
Yes?
Now what?
Go home.
What?
Go home.
You want to go?
Go home?
It's free.
We are home.
It's free.
We are home. Aren't we home, dear? We're just not staying in our home right now. We're remodeling it.
Oh.
What do you want to do, Denali? You want to stay on the boat or you want to go home?
You want to get off the boat? You go outside?
She is outside. All right.
Go surfing.
That's for tomorrow.
We gotta do some work on the van.
All right, let's button it up, girls.
Yeah.
Calling it a day.
As promised, we spent a great day at the beach enjoying the surf. just drove 4 hours from Houston where we were supposed to be doing some RV jobs because Tropical Storm Nicholas has ramped up and it's going to be bigger than we thought it was going to be. So while we made everything secure, mostly, we thought, okay, it's now tropical storm and potentially a hurricane. We do have a hurricane warning. It's supposed to be here in 24 hours. We're starting to get wind. The biggest thing that we're concerned about is his really small pylons. So we're actually going to move and make that our main dock. And the fact that we're going to get 4 feet of storm surge. So that's really why we're making the shift from how we had it set up, because this is bigger than we thought it was going to be. You just never know.
Oh, I forgot. Abigail, come on out. I thought my dog was about to jump out.
The wind is blowing significantly, meaning we have to adjust the lines a little bit at a time to maintain control of the boat.
What? Don't worry about it. All the water is not in.
What was that?
We do want to keep it, but not like this thing.
That was a piece of chafe guard that we are using to keep the lines from rubbing through and breaking in the storm.
Yeah, you're going to have to undo your other line probably. I guess it can go to that line now. So we need something tied off either to this post or that far back post.
Don't fall in.
Do you remember the piling that we knocked over when we first came into this marina? This is its twin, and now we know why it fell over so easily. That's not very strong. That's why that's
Don't fall in.
How about our front line over here?
I don't have my actual camera, so I'm not sure how well you can hear me with the winds. We're doing our best to get this thing tied off. The first thing that we had to do was move the boat from this side to that side, and that has taken us an hour. You can see it's not quite straight in here. Now we have to do all the finagling and finessing. We're trying to get chafe line, trying to get duplicate lines. We're talking about winds up to 75 miles an hour at this point. Yeah, it's not a full-blown hurricane, and I'm really glad that we're starting with a baby problem. But it still makes my heart go pitter-patter. Okay, we've been working on this for, I don't know, almost 3 hours. The sun has set. Technically, I think we have about 24 hours before it actually makes landfall, but nobody wants to wait that long to get everything ready. I think we're getting close. Things are a little tense between Todd and I. It's just a little stressful in figuring out how to do all this stuff together. Like, if you're married, and we've been married 32 years, we still love each other, but that doesn't mean that we always get along and always have the same opinion. So it's hard. Neither one of us actually knows what we're doing. We've just talked to friends and read articles and watched YouTube videos, and we're just hoping that we're doing the right thing. Storm surge is the biggest challenge on these docks that don't float. So we are hopefully finishing this up for tonight. We'll come back in the morning and look at it again in the daytime as the winds get stronger and see how it looks. Starting to get some water on the road. Tropical storm is bearing down on top of us. They're saying it could be a category 1 by the time it makes landfall. Landfall has shifted slightly northeast, so the track is a little bit east, but we're still in the cone. We're gonna get sideswiped. We got everything really taken care of as far as the lines go over here last night, but we have a friend who lives 8 hours away who's asked us to double check his boat. And Todd wants to just look at ours one more time. before we actually take off to go do some RV jobs, because we think we've done everything we can do. Like, there really isn't any point in us just hanging around to watch it happen. I don't know. The water is getting quite high.
Yeah, it's actually pretty high right now.
If we get that 4 feet of storm surge here, it could get really interesting. But we won't be able to show it to you because we're not going to be here.
Well, I wouldn't be here probably showing you the storm surge on the camera anyway, because 4 feet above this, my car would float away.
It's not raining too bad here.
That's about as tight as I can get it. How's that look?
Then that line gets tight. But we don't end up hitting the dock, right?
Right. We could probably stand to tighten it up a little more. So.
The middle one doesn't get tight at all. It's still too loose.
Okay, well I can tighten it up a little bit.
We were gonna put a second line on this right here. We could use that anchor road because it's long. Because if that goes, we lose the whole boat into the dock.
Right. All right, let's take a walk over and look at Rusty's, shall we?
Yeah. We're gonna go look at our friend's boat, but we're not gonna take you with us because of privacy and that kind of stuff. Okay, the wind and rain is starting to show up now. We just had a friend of ours who's like got boats in his blood for generations come by and take a look, and so he thinks we'll be good. He's going to come out here and take a look at it later this evening. Oh! And tomorrow after the water rises. So we'll see. Our neighbor, whose boat is on the hard right now, came by to get his dock box. He said when Hannah came in last year, which was also Category 1, that the surge, like at the seawall, they were like waist deep with water. So it's for real, guys. So we've got lines to here to there, waiting for it to go up. Got one here. And that goes to our deck cleat or our anchor up there. We're doubled on our spring lines here. All we can do is to wait. We'll see. Todd's in the boat right now, just double checking their bilge pumps, making sure that they're working. The batteries are charged, so even if the power goes out, we should be good. Oh my gosh, it is wet. So even if the power goes out, we should be okay. I can close this door. I think it's getting here. They're saying we're gonna get probably hit with the worst of it. By noon. It's moving faster than they had originally thought. But the center of it is going northeast of us. So we shall see. Okay, Todd needs me to pull the boat in so he can get off because it's being pushed away from the dock. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty wet. Right now the boat's got a little amount. Todd's got to get off. All of the wiring and things in there. So he's gonna see if he can make it less wet because we won't be able to keep all the water out of that. All right. I think it's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. I did put a cover over the motor down there, so now the question is getting off this boat without killing myself.
All right, well, just a minute and I'll pull it in.
Let it go. Let it go.
All right, well, guess we're done as much as we can do. How wet are you? Not too bad?
Well, pants are kind of wet, but not too bad. Well, it didn't rain that much, but
You were inside when it rained the hardest.
yeah.
The bilge pumps look okay?
Yep. It's working.
Be sure to join us next Sunday as we track the storm from a safe distance, get updates from friends, and discover that Todd left the back hatch open when we left.